sexism in football, but first we're going to talk about Manchester United. There was a nice tweet from Rio Ferdinand today. He just quite simply tweeted, "We've got our United back." I think that is a sentiment echoed by a lot of United fans at the moment. And here's one of them. This is Adam.
Ali does it again. 11 games unbeaten, 10 wins. It's just absolutely incredible. And Paul Pogba and Anthony Martial were fantastic today. Martial's goal I could watch over and over again. And Paul Pogba has now got statistically his best season ever. And to think we were going to sell both of them, it's absolutely incredible. Thank God they're still Man United players. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, do we give him the job? The only thing that's stopping me from committing is fear that in 12 months I'm going to be saying Ole out or worried for his job. I don't ever want to be saying Ole out, although everything about me right now is saying Ole in.
And I don't think he's alone. Paul Pogba said in his post-match interview, I think Ole is just being himself. He isn't acting, and he can give joy to everyone and confidence to everyone. And the interview went on, he actually mentioned the word joy 3 or 4 times. Is it as simple as that he has just turned Manchester United's training ground at Carrington into a happy place to be?
Well, I mean, the guys know him better than I do, but from the way he portrays himself on TV, he's just a happy kind of guy who everyone who sort of shakes hands with sort of feels that, and everyone who he works with sort of feels that. And it's almost kind of like the clouds that were there hanging over United when Mourinho was there have sort of kind of shifted over.
Why though?
Well, just I think his attitude must breed happiness and the joy that he was talking about, positivity. His methods of working have been talking about letting the players express freedom on the pitch. Those players that start today that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer came with are amazing players, are world-class players, a lot of them. You know, they just were not performing. The manager was not getting those performances out of them. So what he's done is kind of take away all of the shackles. I know it's been said before, the shackles, but the sort of restrictions that they seem to have been playing within, and let them express themselves. And he's told Marcus Rashford to go out there and just, play his game, and players like that are suddenly, it's no coincidence that players like that, players like Martial, Pogba, are suddenly, realising their full potential and why they came in as £90 million players.
He was there when you were there as a player. He was a coach, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was there. Look, first of all, everybody loves Ole because he's the nicest guy on earth. Yeah. He's had a great success at the football club. He learned from the greatest manager probably in the history of the game, and Sir Alex. Those principles, that you need to be an entertainer at Manchester United. And that wasn't the case. I've never seen a group of players and a manager have a bigger gap between them than Mourinho and this group of United players. Everybody at some point was in the doghouse, whether it was Pogba or Sanchez or Shaw, Martial. Everybody was in there. All of a sudden, Ole's come in, and it might have looked easy, but he's put his arm around everyone, brought everyone together, said, we're Manchester United. We're a team. We're going to play attacking football. Even watching Matic play, the difference between Matic now and under Mourinho, and they were obviously very close. Every time he touches the ball, he tries to play forward. And Sir Alex used to always say, when we win the ball, first pass has got to be forward. Matic does that every game now. They're going for the jugular every time they get it. Everybody's playing with freedom. He's got world-class players. Pogba looks like arguably one of the best midfield players in the whole world. It's a joy to watch, and the entertainers are back, and it's what it should have been a long time ago.
You've all played for managers that you would have liked and not liked, and you all know how easy it is to unsettle a dressing room. What's more helpful now? Leave it exactly as it is because it's working and they're getting results and he's sort of on his toes and he's working hard to get the job? Or you confirm him as the manager now and see what impact that has?
I'll just leave it at the moment.
Yeah.
I'll decide at the end of the season. I don't think there's any... he's done an incredible job. Let's hope he keeps on doing an incredible job.
You can't see any benefit to giving him the job now?
No, I don't see why you have to. He's the manager until the end of the season. I think everybody knows that. When he was brought in, they had a discussion and set out the parameters of the season.
Can't he then plan, though, for the summer transfer window, who he wants to buy, who he doesn't want? It means they're starting again, doesn't it?
Exactly.
If they went to the end of the season.
Yeah, I think Owen's right. It's not necessarily his job now to buy and sell all the players, wouldn't he? He knows that. I think he probably doesn't want to change it at this moment in time. I don't know what arrangement they've got and whether he has to go back to Mulder. I'm not entirely sure, but what he's doing at this moment in time is that if Manchester United can't get the can't get the manager that they really want, and we all think that they'd love to get Pochettino, but if they can't get Pochettino, he has now put himself right as the number 2, isn't he? Definitely has, yeah.
Do you not put him above Pochettino now?
Probably not. Probably not. No.
Still.
Yeah, because I think Manchester United, they finished second last year. They've underperformed dramatically. The fact that a new manager's come in, changed the way they play to attack and formation, it's still that same set of players. I don't think the planning for the future it was dramatically changed. I think if they could get Pochettino, they'd take him tomorrow.
Do you think like they're massively lacking though in personnel at United? Because you said it's still the same set of players, but he's almost transformed what their performances equate to, the points.
I think they've got a lot of players, haven't they? But I think that'll have to start sorting itself out. When you look at the list of players on the sheet, some will have to go, and they'll have to bring more quality in if they're gonna go again. But I think that'll be down to somebody else upstairs who start buying and selling the players.
Does he feel like the sustainable answer to you? I mean, we saw Di Matteo, didn't we, as a sort of Chelsea legend, got the job there. Obviously won something. It didn't last. If he gets the job, you see this as a long-term Manchester United manager?
There is no such thing as long-term in management.
Not anymore.
The point is, right now he's the right fit. Pochettino's at Tottenham, he's building something there, he should stay there because they're building something. Ole Gunnar's done a magnificent job, hopefully he stays there. I hope that he's shown, the only thing you could say is tactically, did he have it in his locker? He went to Tottenham against Spurs and put on a brilliant tactical performance. Now this is a big week, obviously, PSG coming. If he gets through that and finishes top 4, I think it's his job. They just haven't announced it yet.
Do you think so?
Yeah, but Mac is right. Why would you announce it now? You know, there's no point.
Yeah.
Why would you change anything?
Yeah.
You don't need to.
How could you not? 10 and 11. It's a no-brainer.
It's really key, isn't it? They've got PSG in the Champions League, followed by Chelsea in the FA Cup, followed by Liverpool in the Premier League. This is like 3 key fixtures. But as we stand now, it's sort of 2 questions and a one-word answer for each, really. Man United into the top 4 at the end of the season?
Yeah.
And Ole the job?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes for both?
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Not top 4?
Yeah.
But you give him the job?
No. What? I'm joking. No. Not top 4, give them the job.
Yeah. No.
I'm getting confused now.
What?
No, yeah?
Yeah.
Very good.
If I'd have Man United in the top 4, are you mad?
Trust you.
If they were 12
trust
clear,
you
I'd say
to
no.
come on and ruin the show. Gaz says Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is going to be the Manchester United manager, but not through some pie-eyed romantic idea of a legend leading us to glory, but because he's earned it. We're playing the best football we've played in 6 years. That is it. Nothing else matters. Good way to end that conversation. Up next, sexism in football. Is it the last taboo? Is it more accepted than other forms of discrimination? We shall talk about that after the break.
Ollie, first of all, could you have imagined that after 7 weeks in charge we would be in the top 4, or has that surprised you slightly?
I'm not concerned about anyone else, the other teams, but I could have imagined us taking as many points as we have. Yes, I have to say that because when you go onto a pitch, wear that shirt, you got the quality that they've got. They must be confident that they can win a football game.
Apart from the opening 10 minutes, did you feel we were basically in complete control of that game?
First 10 minutes were poor. We didn't play the way we should have. Of course, the conditions were difficult, the wind, but we made it more difficult by playing into their hands with the press, gave them some counter-attacks. After 2-0, I felt in control, yes, and second half I thought we really played well compared to, say, for example, the Leicester one. I think Ander and Nemanja controlled their midfield. We let Paul float around. Fantastic performance second half.
Are there new things to say about Paul? Because I seem to be asking about everybody. I'm not quite sure what to ask, but is he becoming the complete midfielder?
Well, he's doing well. He's enjoying himself. He's playing well. His energy is high. So of course that was one of the questions I asked me today. Should I play him? Should I not? Because it's a big game coming up on Tuesday. But I think the intention shows when you play Paul. I think everyone knew then that this is a tough game. We need to take it seriously.
I'm sure you remember a guy called Ronaldo running down the left-hand side and scoring. A slightly different finish from Anthony, but did you think about that?
Actually, I didn't think about that, but Anthony in free flow is a great sight. His balance is fantastic. He's very strong. He shrugs him off when Odoi came back at him, and he's that quick. And as I've said, he's a very good finisher. So I think that won us the game 2-0. I think we were in complete control after that.
And you said here before the game that your centre-backs you picked today would look after Mitrovic, had been good against him, and that's exactly how it turned out.
And they did well, the two of them. Just remember that Chris hasn't played for over 2 months. An absolute fantastic performance by him, I thought. He's worked hard to get back, recovery. He's been on his own, up and down that touchline running with the physio. So I was never in doubt that he was going to play today, because that was the game we earmarked for him.
Finally, that away end was bouncing today, wasn't it? It really was for 90 minutes.
They're like that always. I think it's fantastic, you know, and we knew coming here we always have the whole stand behind the goal, and it was just too bad we couldn't play that way the second half.
Well done again, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Cheers. What a mate. Cheers.